timing. It's the one thing that everybody wants to know. When is the great credit collapse? When is gold and silver going to explode? When does everything change? Before I answer this question, I want to be clear that I do not predict the future, nor do I forecast the future. I calculate it. Let me explain. It states in the Bible, "Let him who have understanding calculate the number." What are the numbers? Perfect numbers used in our calculation are 7, 21, 7 plus 7 plus 7, 252, and 1260. What did we do with the calculations? We applied the calculations onto gold, silver, and the World Stock Market charts, and discovered that markets can be calculated into the future. Our past successful calculations. 1. The gold 2011 top at 1900, the exact date. Silver's 2011 top at $49, the exact date. China's stock market top on April 29th, 2015, the exact date. U.S. stock market July 20th top, the exact date. September 2015 Shemitah crash cycle, which was forecast by many. We forecast that it would fail, and it did. Gold's December 3rd, 2015 bottom at $1,045. Again, calculated the exact date. And the mining stock sector on January 19th, 2016, calculated the exact date. And gold's price breakout on January 29, 2016, again, the exact date. Let's take a minute to validate each of these claims. Why? To give value to what the calculations are saying about our future. The 2007 to 2011 gold-silver cycle, calculation number 1 on gold was from March 17, 2008. We added a cycle of 1,260 days plus 7, which we calculated to September 5th, 2011, which is the exact day top of $1,923 on gold. The exact same formula was used for silver prior to on November 7, 2007, same cycle of 1,260 plus 7 days. We calculated April 28th, and that was a $49 top again on silver, the exact day. These timing calculations were to the exact date perfect. Number 3, on April 29, 2015, we calculated the exact top on China stock market, and the HSI index has dropped over 8,000 points since. There is the web link if you want to be verified. That was posted again on April 29, 2015. And the timing on that was to the exact day perfect. The 2007-2015 stock crash cycle, on October 31st, 2007, that was the exact top for the NASDAQ. We added 7 years, 7 months, 7 weeks. From that time point, we calculate exactly Sunday, July 19th, 2015, and that happened to be the exact top. The next trading day was July 20th, 2015, was the first trading day after the calculated top. A few weeks prior, we had scheduled an interview with True News, and the interview was scheduled on July 20th, and on that scheduled date, we stated off these highs, it is over, And that was calculation number 4. Calculation number 5, the web link is right there, and that was posted on August 20th of 2015 in reference to Shemitah, which was the crash that was expected in September of 2015. Again, we stated Shemitah 2015, which will be an expected crash, would disappoint the world, and it did. There was no crash in September of 2015. Calculation number 6. In an interview with Future Money Trends on December 3rd. Again, this interview was scheduled 2 weeks, a week and a half or so in advance. We scheduled the interview, and on that interview date of December 3rd, we stated the gold bottom should be here today at $1,045. So at that exact time point, the interview was scheduled for a low on gold. That low has held ever since, and that will end up being the final bear market low date for gold. Timing on that was to the day perfect. Vancouver, in the Resource Conference on January 25th, 2016, during the conference, we stated gold is expected to have its first price jump this week, and the date we gave in the presentation was January 29, 2016. The presentation was then further uploaded on the internet the next trading day, and currently at this point in time there are over 30,000 views. So what happened? Well, on January 29, 2016, gold was trading at 1108. See it right there. Following that exact time point, gold went up for 10 consecutive days, rose over $155 into exactly February 11, and the price point was $1,263. Once again, the timing was to the day perfect. The 8th calculation was again at the Resource Conference in Vancouver in January. We had an interview on January 25th. This is the interview here. We stated that the mining stocks bottomed exactly on the 19th of January, and as you know at this point, gold mining shares have all risen up in price. We stated a second point, additionally in relation to oil, and we stated that oil cycle has not yet bottomed, and even to this date, oil has not yet bottomed. Oil still will be going lower. Timing for the mining stocks was to the day perfect. Next, currency or credit versus gold and silver. Currency and credit were created by man or governments, but to maintain any form of value as money, it must be backed by faith and confidence. Gold and silver were created by God and require no faith and no confidence to be money. Faith and confidence give paper and credit perceived value. Remove faith and confidence, and the perceived value disappears. Since we are in Toronto, here is the Toronto Stock Exchange from 1980 to March 4th of 2016. What we're looking at is a rising bull market, and it's supported by the blue line, which I've labeled faith and confidence. The yellow arrow points to the closing price on Friday, March 4th, 2016, at a price of $13,212. Now, 11,500 is support. That is the magic number range, and that will break. When that breaks, faith and confidence will break in the system and in the Toronto Stock Exchange. When that occurs, that will occur across all the world markets. Look at the S&P 500 from 1980. The first break was in the year 2000, was a dot-com bubble. Derivatives melted. They dropped into the year 2002. They rose back up after being repackaged. Derivative bubble got bigger. This was now the stock and the real estate bubble crash. Crashed into 2009. Again, was repackaged and rose all the way back up into 2015, into our exact time point that we had of the July 20th, 2015 date for the final top and then reversal and drop. In August, all the wedges broke, and so far the stock market and the US dollar both broke in August of 2015. Next, we were looking to have a derivative crash and meltdown. A 252-year cycle going back all the way to the Currency Act of 1764 is now set to complete. And we are expecting the crash of the century this year, 2016. The world is out of time. The greatest wealth transfer in history is now set to begin. We are not years away. We are not months away. We are days and weeks away. The world financial collapse starts now, this month of March 2016. Have you purchased insurance to protect you and your family during the world market meltdown? Yes, insurance called gold and silver. Gold is insurance against those who create currency or credit. Suppress the balances of money supply versus gold, and gold will always fix it. And after 5 years of price suppression, gold and silver are first expected to spike or explode higher. Then, before year end, make new all-time highs. Really? A gold and silver spike? Okay. When? Would you believe the calculations indicate gold and silver explosion begins now, March 2016? Again, have you purchased insurance? And do not forget about our 8 prior successful calculations. If you are interested in more future calculations, our stock market index provides the timing for the world stock market meltdown. The gold index provides timing for the gold cycle tops into the future. And lastly, our exclusive turn dates provides daily cycle movement for gold, silver, tops and bottoms into the future. Again, our website is gold2020forecast.com. God's timing is always perfect. The crash began on July 20th of 2015, and the greatest wealth transfer in history begins now. Again, my name is Polny, and I'm a market cycles analyst.